Damn, this nigga got a whole goddamn. He really got a blog.
YZ Protégé, welcome to Music Speaks TV.
What's happening with it, big dog?
All right, man. First off, let's get into the name. Explain the YZ.
YZ, man, shit. Really, it comes from, I started at YG, man, but because I have a little homeboy out there in Orlando, I used to come back. He gave me the little name YG, man, but YZ, I got locked up. Met a couple people and, it just changed to Z.
All right. And Protégé, how'd you first get started with that? Who stamped it with?
But to be honest with you, man, with me and my dog Bo, we went down to Port St. Lucie, and we was out there doing some music stuff with his older cousin. Shout out Technique, man. Real nigga, mad respect, man. He gave me the name Protégé. He knew I was gonna be next up. He knew that from almost 8 years ago.
Damn. So what age were you again? Like when you got the name?
Shit, when I got that over there, when I got the stamp Protégé, I was about 16, 17, maybe 15, 16, something like that.
You was doing music before that?
Oh yeah, way before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I opened up FL Studios I was like 12 years old. FL Studio 7, shout out to FL Studio, man. Shout out to Bo. Shit, we doing that at like 12 years old together, man.
Damn. All right, so your first beat, like you rapped on it yourself, or you used to get other rappers to rap on it?
The first beat I ever made, actually, I did mess around and kind of rap on it myself. But once I started making beats, I just ain't, you know what I mean? I real soon got other people rapping on them and all that, so. Because everybody was gravitating to it. They was liking this shit, so.
All right, well, let's start at the beginning just a little bit more. Where were you born and raised at?
I was born in Clearwater, Largo, Florida, really. Morton Plain Hospital, Largo, Florida.
Okay.
727, Pinellas County.
1 or 2 parent household?
I grew up till about 7 years old with like a bounced around home and shit. You know, my mama was, shout out my mama, she was a warrior. You know, my mom and my daddy weren't really, connecting right at the time. So I was back and forth from my grandma's house and all that. But by the time my daddy had my sister, they was all a full family, and I was blessed to have them together and shit. So.
Okay. How many brothers and sisters do you got total?
I got 2 little sisters and a younger brother in that order. I got a younger sister, another younger sister, and a younger brother.
All right, so you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest of the 4.
Got you, okay.
All from the same mama and daddy, too.
All right, if you could describe your childhood in one word, what would it be and why?
Inspirational. Because my mama really, my mama brought it from the mud. And she did what she had to do and shit, But then, and then just all the little things that I done been through, you know what I'm saying? Just encouragement. We still here, still thugging, man. You know what it is.
And what type of music did you listen to as a kid?
Shit, I was on, my mama was on, like, I don't know, my mom was listening to mad women rap like Soleil and Trina and like, shit like that. And my daddy was always playing Tupac. Shout out to Pac, shout out to Biggie, man. Shit, I grew up listening to Wayne and shit, 90s, baby.
All right, what was your favorite artist growing up as a kid?
Growing up as a kid, I can't even lie, man. I really like the Pac, because that's really something that I really grew up to. I learned the words to Pac. And you confused, you wonder what it feels to walk. I was legit listening to all that shit, so shout out Pac, man.
Right. And so you listen to Pac. What age did you start making music yourself? You said 7 you started, 12 you started making beats, right?
Man, I was like 3 or 4 years old one birthday, and my mama bought me a little drum set, so I was fucking off with it. And then about 6 years old, I went to church every Sunday with my grandma. She brought me to church, so I ended up playing the drums at that Pentecostal, the Black People Church out there, and I was doing that. That's what really sparked it off for me then. About 12 years old, I opened up FL Studio 7.
So you was doing music before FL?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, I was already messing around at like 4 or 5 years old with little drum sets and pianos that my granddaddy gave me and shit.
Damn, okay.
And then taught myself how to play Beethoven for at least at like 5. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, I was playing the drums at the church and all that till about 12. I opened up FL Studios and shit. FL Studio 7. Now I got 20, so it's been a road.
You know, had everyone since.
Yeah, I have everyone since. Me and my dog Bo, man, we got everyone since.
All right, and, I want to talk about more like when I first found out about you. It was late 2012. I'm talking about the grind, like 7 years, right?
Yo.
And you had a track with Casa.
Shout out, baby bro, yo.
And Cool Ass Rude from the Stranger.
Yo. My nigga.
I want to go back to that mindset just a little bit. Like, what idea, or whose idea was it to record that record? You know what I'm saying, back then?
Man, that's crazy, man. See, it's crazy. So I had lived in Orlando. I caught these little charges in Orlando, whatever. I had got the little lawyer, and I had moved back to Citrus County. That first beat I made, about 3 days back living in the Citrus, bro, was that beat. It was called Back On It. And then, for real. So I fucked around and I got the beat up. I'm playing. And I go to my dog house down the road real quick, the Bo house. I'll be like, bro. So they show him the beat. We all in the little garage that we in there just chopping it up and shit, man. We come up with the hook. Click full of niggas with temp. Oh. Okay. You know what I mean? And then so I called my big bro. I said, Castle, man, dog, you gotta check this out. You gotta check me out real quick with this shit, dog. You gotta. And then long story short, man, we had hit the studio over here in Ocala somewhere. I forgot what it was. But shit, history was made from them, man. That shit was good.
Man, that track, still, you can listen to it today.
Timeless music.
I really listen to it today doing, a little bit of...
Yeah, timeless music. Yeah. That shit fucked the hood up, man.
Hard, man.
Everywhere we went, that shit was jamming out.
Yeah, the energy of the
fighting
video.
In the bed. They had, oh, she was crazy. It was funny, though. It was fun.
And you produced that, right?
Yes, sir. I made that beat.
That's a hard beat.
Yes, sir.
That's one thing that always stood out, because, like, even with Cass's projects, you were... like a lot.
Key players.
Placements. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes,
y'all
sir.
had y'all's own sound.
Yes, sir.
Like the beats had their own sound, different from what you're going to hear in the industry and all. And it was kind of like I started developing, just becoming a fan of y'all sound, the music, the content y'all was putting out.
We was always told that it just sounded like us. It ain't.
Fact.
That's what it was.
Fact. And how the collab happened with Cool Ass Rude? Because that was when he was pretty much at like peak around here.
Yeah.
In Cali, he was doing strange.
I think to be truthful about it, I think my brother Castle, man, through his family connections or whatever we had out here. I know Big Bro Castle, he from Ocala way, so I think he just had a little connection and we had chopped it up with him. Shot him a little something in the verse. We all met up at the studio and made it happen, dog. That's what it was. Right. Came out hard. Cool that Rude was jamming in that bitch too. That shit did numbers too.
Yeah, definitely did numbers, man. And like I also watch y'all do that song at showcases. What was the club out there? Club Envy or something. It was like
where?
It was like a little bar out where
Griff's.
Where y'all at? Griff's.
Talking about Griff's.
Yeah,
man, yeah, we lit that bitch on fire a couple times.
Yeah, definitely. I remember footage like if
yeah, that bitch was hard. That shit was jamming.
We'll pull some of the footage back up, because I'm sure I can find something on YouTube to give you a glimpse of how y'all used to rock out back then.
That shit was hard. I can't lie.
All right. As far as production, or rapping, if you had to choose one, what kind of lane would you consider yourself, or would you consider yourself just?
Be real with you, dog. I can't even really consider that a question, because one of my biggest inspirations also, to go back to the other question, was Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Reason being is because that man can do it all.
Facts.
That man will step in any lane that he want to and step harder than any man and he want to. From production to verse to grind to other artists developing them and what, man, Dr. Dre a legend. So if I can do something like that, you feel me?
Yeah, Dre Aftermath.
You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre is really what, especially when Pac hit and met Dre, that's when it popped. Well, that's when it really sparked me and shit. Cause just the, idea.
All right, well, I want to get into like a more current feature. Burden, Motivation.
Shout out Big Bro, man.
I see that the song is almost at 40,000 on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Numbers, so,
yes, sir.
How'd that collab come together?
Man, shout out to Birdie, man. Just like Cassie, man, those really like them two always being right there with me, dog, like throughout the process and shit and feeding me. But dog, me and Burden was just chilling one day, dog. I was over there chilling. We was over there at the top balcony just chilling. Whatever, we had the studio set up in the little room and shit. Shout out to Birdie, man. But You know, I was just in there fucking with the microphone. He had it all hooked up for a nigga and shit. So I was in there like, you know, as I be doing, I be freestyling shit, just talking shit and get a feeling. And then just, you know what I mean? So just started rapping the hook. By the time I turned around, Burden was standing behind me like, okay. and we just took off from there. Straight up. Shit crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, the record doing numbers. So y'all planning on doing a video for that?
I keep pushing on him. I'm gonna keep pushing on him. I tell him I want a damn video. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. He the one. He let him tell it. I wasted time. I should have did that shit a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? We should have been did that, man. But now I'm telling him I be on him. I be on him now. I want to do it now. It'll be good now. I think so. It's doing numbers. So shit. It's been doing numbers though.
Facts. And like I said, the music once again is
timeless.
You know what I'm saying? So whether it's
if it got a meaning and it come, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. So that's how I'm gonna get to you. Just raw idea. What you know what I mean?
I want to get into the new music.
Sir.
You just dropped a new single, 1,000 Nights.
1,000 Nights, yes sir.
Produced by RC Beats.
Produced by RC Beats. Shout out RC Beats. Bro, I live in Spain, bro. Shout out RC Beats, man.
Yeah, okay. And how'd that connection come with the beat? Just maybe social media? Just finding it on.
Oh, Big Bro Sabo. So okay, man. Shout out to Big Bro Sabo too, man. OTL Sab, man. We at my highs, man. We just chilling because now we got the studio there. I got the little, you know, the Apollo, the Pro Tools, all that shit, and the mic. So we really can just work, you feel me? And just at least lay down ideas. So anyway, we in there thugging about 3:30 in the morning. And he playing beats and shit. And he stumbled across his beat, man. Got a library of beats, man. We stumbled across his beat, man. And I'm just, I stood up, I get the pacing around, and then I started saying something like the hook. I started saying the hook and shit, and then he was like, yeah, that's it, man. And keep that right there. And I was like, shit, pull it up. So we did it and freestyled that shit by 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm past that, but woke up and we had that shit running. That shit was pretty dope, bro. So
you freestyled the record?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And what was
30% of it was written.
Because I was gonna ask you what was the motivation and like the process behind the record. That's one thing I was gonna ask, but you kind of just explained the process.
The process, the motivation, man, the inspiration behind it, to be real, is my son. Because when I first started, like I just felt like the beat, it just opened up. The chemistry was there, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? So I just dropped the hook. And once I dropped the hook, I had chills about it. So I was like, fuck. So I had to finish it, you know?
Right. My
son, it's the key motivation to a lot of things.
I see the tattoo, you know, over your eyes. So that's another thing I was going to ask you, you know, just...
Yes, sir. That's I just got that back. That's my latest tattoo, really. I got that shit by I think we're going about 9 months now. Probably about 8 months now, but.
That's what's up. And it's just upcoming projects. We talked about 1,000 Nights. Upcoming projects, though. You got any full projects you're working on right now?
Yes, sir. Got a couple of them on the way. All right. Couple of them on the way.
Can you talk about any of them, or you want to keep them all on the route?
Just be on the lookout. I'm gonna drop the next single called SOS real soon. Me and Big Bro Cass are gonna do it. It's gonna be hard too. On the same level, on the same pain and shit. Got a couple things coming though, believe
it. And plans to start your own label, or do you currently have your own label?
I actually currently own a studio.
On your own studio.
Just working on the paperwork and all that. But yeah, you know, that's everybody's goal, man. Staying independent, owning their rights, owning their music, being successful in it. You know what I mean? Being able to put everybody else on.
Would you consider a deal?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to really stay independent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can build it on my own. I feel like I'm just gonna keep getting it raw. You know what I mean? I don't need to. But you know what I'm saying? Money talk, man. You never know.
The right situation.
The right situation, the right time, and the right. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much what
I ain't signing no rights of my music to nobody though. Because it's timeless music. You feel me?
It's about partnerships.
Yeah, it's about business deals and partnerships. That's a different story. You know what I mean? Exactly. About building up. That's what the point
is. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as an artist?
As an artist in the next 5 years, Lord willing, shit, man. Dog, the sky is the limit, to be honest with you. You go further than that, still can't even reach the stars yet, bro.
Where can our subscribers find your music?
Gotta hit me up on IG, man. Follow me at YZ Protégé, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe at YouTube at YZ Protégé. All social really is that. Facebook, YZ
So
Protégé.
it's all the same on all platforms.
YZ Protégé.
Okay. Any shout outs?
Shout out to motherfucking Music Speaks TV, man. Big shout out to my dog RB Rich, man. You know who he is, dog. You know, shout out to my dog Mark. Shout out to Bo. Shout out to my squad, man. Shout out to everybody who been there. Shout out to my man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the Most High above, man, above all else. It's been a long road.
Alright, Music Speaks TV. We out.
Yo, it's your boy YZ Pete, man. I'm on here with Music Speaks TV. Make sure you hit that button and subscribe. Music Speaks TV, boy.